Hello and welcome back to Wellness Wednesdays. Today we are going to be reviewing what are calories, should you be counting your calories, and we are going to be talking about how many calories you should be eating. My name is Jenna Hamra and I'm a personal trainer and certified nutrition coach. I'm on the quality management team and I'm super excited for you guys to be joining today. And I hope that you find a lot of useful information. Please feel free to comment below and we're going to dive right into it. So now just a reminder that calories are not the only thing that are going to impact how you lose fat or gain fat or how good your metabolism is. Sleep is going to be very important, exercise and food intolerances, as well as things like yo-yo dieting and even genetics. So we want to make sure that we keep these things into consideration when it comes to our goals. Now let's talk about calories and why we should really care about them. But first, I want you to take this into consideration and think about why you really want to change or why you have the goals that you do. So take a moment here and really dive into the reasoning. Try and find the root for why you have the goals that you do. To put it in the simplest form, calories are energy and we need them to be doing our daily things in life. And we get it from things like food. We need calories in order to do our job. We need calories in order to just sit or sleep. We even need it for performing our favorite activities like biking or running. And we just need it to feel good and perform at our highest throughout the day. 1 pound equals 3,500 calories. So when it comes to losing, gaining, or maintaining your weight, we need to understand how many calories we should be eating. The foods that we intake, such as high fiber and high vitamin foods, are going to give us more nutrients and help us feel better and stronger, even perform. They'll help us reach our weight a lot better. As for those foods high in sugar or processed foods, they may not make us feel as great. We might not be able to perform as well in the gym or reach our goals because they are higher in calories. Now, should you track your calories? Is it something that it be a little bit of a trigger for people? So I just want to put that warning out there. Go ahead and feel free to pause the video. But when it comes to weight loss or weight gain, I do suggest that we start counting our calories. Think of this scenario. If you're walking into your room and the lights were off, you would pretty much know where everything is and you wouldn't trip on anything unless something was left out you didn't put there. But if you were in someone else's room that maybe the lights were turned off in, you wouldn't really know where to go and you'd be kind of confused. That's what it's like when it comes to tracking calories. If you've never done it before, then we need some light. We need to be able to know and understand how much food we are eating and the macronutrients, the proteins that we're eating, the fats that we're eating, and the carbohydrates. Once you get a really good idea and become familiar with this, then you won't really have to track anymore. So the light turns on a little bit more. Just over time, your brain will know exactly what it's supposed to be doing. And you'll feel good and you'll be able to reach your goals. The goal is to live a life where you can feel free and you can feel like you get to enjoy the day without having to worry about foods. And the more knowledge you have about it, ideally, the less you will have to worry and guess. Knowledge here equals control over our foods and our bodies. Now, if you don't feel like tracking your food, and for some people, I wouldn't recommend it, then it's going to be a great idea to just stick with those whole and unprocessed foods. And even if you are tracking food, this is a great idea because of what we talked about before with all the nutrients, so you can feel your best. However, if we stick with a whole unprocessed diet, then we're most likely going to hit all our macronutrients. We're going to get the vitamins and minerals we need. You're going to feel fuller for longer and not have those energy crashes and perform how you want to all day long. So the big question here is, how many calories should you be eating? Well, it really depends on your height, your age, your weight, and your gender. It also depends on if we have a good metabolism. Some people don't have great metabolisms and need to get that fixed. So I do recommend speaking with a professional if you do notice that you're eating really low calories but still gaining body weight. Now, what you can do when it comes to tracking your food is try downloading a free application like MyFitnessPal or Lose It. So you can go to the free application, weigh yourself on an empty stomach in the morning, and then track your food for a week. Please include weekends here because they are very important. And then by the end of the 7 weeks, you can weigh yourself again. Listed some of the apps here, MyFitnessPal, Lose It, Noom is also a great application. Now, when it comes to talking about your results from the 7-day trial, if you maintain your weight, then you're probably eating about the same calories you were eating before. Now, if you end up gaining a little bit of weight, it is important to make sure you're tracking your water during this time. Did you drink more water? You might have. However, if we gained weight, then it could mean we are in a calorie surplus from where we normally are or what we need to be if we're trying to lose weight. And then, if you lost weight during this experiment, same thing with the water, make sure we were drinking enough. However, the calorie deficit may mean that we were eating less than we normally do, and we want to stay there if we want to lose weight. Now, to wrap everything up, so first things first, calories usually matter when it comes to losing or gaining weight. Different types of foods matter because they have different nutrients in them. Tracking your food can really help beginners because you don't want to be falling around or fiddling in the dark. And knowledge equals control over your weight or your goals. Then you don't have to track food to lose weight. We just want to make sure we're eating high nutrient dense foods. And then 6, weight loss does not have to be complicated. However, if we do have some type of metabolic issue, then it does become a little bit more complex. And I assume that you should go talk with a nutritionist. All right, guys, thanks for joining today. I hope you learned a lot. Can't wait to see you in the next Wellness Wednesday video.